Oh, it's that time again. It's Wednesday night. And it's time for the American Sim Racing Club by Luke Oil and their Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series. We are coming to you live in a virtual sense from Southern National Motorsports Park in the countryside of North Carolina, where we are in store for what hopefully is going to be an eventful night. Hello again, everybody. I am Gary Gatto, covering race versus coverage of the Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series, and we are about a minute and a half left in the hour open practice to start the session. Brett the Jet, in a very good jet scheme tonight, is currently your provisional man, fast man, in the practice. We'll see if he'll hold up that time again in quals when they start here very shortly. Currently watching Eric on. It's okay. Oh, and take that. Let's see who else is on the track. We have Jamie Beasley. Jamie Beasley's been doing a ton of practice laps. He's been out here for a while. Before we do get out of here, let's check out the speeds that they're doing. Only the top 5 are in the 90-mile-per-hour bracket. That's Han, Kosick, Lewis, Cottle, and Brinkley. Brinkley looks like a new driver this week. And Derek Gates, another new driver. That's how you get onto a stream, folks, is you paint your car up to be like an IndyCar paint. That will get you on a stream here, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Scott McLaughlin, IndyCar, paint, PPG. I love it. Or you paint it up to be like race first. That will get you on here too, for sure. Speaking of paint jobs, let's check out what Eric Pappinow's in. There we go. Oh, poof, gone. Magic paint. Checkered flag session is over. And we're getting ready to go qualifying. Let's watch Daniel Parmalee here as the sun starts to go down here in the North Carolina countryside, going up high in turns 3 and 4, coming around. First of 2 laps. And as we're seeing, Brett Hahn all the way to the top of the charts. Dylan Canova down to P2. Andrew Payne, P3. Daniel Parmalee currently holding out at P5. To be watching his run right now. Hey, it's Leo Loritz, currently running P13. I got Skip Gandy. He might be done. Looks like he's done. Richard Pruitt. Looks like he's done as well. Hey, let's pick up with my one of my drivers in the IndyCar series, Nick Fleury. Oh, a little squirrely coming off of turn 4 there. Gets it back under control, points it forward, gets the lap done. P9. I believe this is Blaze Brinkley, if I'm saying that name right. And he goes to P2. I believe that is everybody. Eric Hahn is also currently there we go. Slots him down in P20. Still thought it was done. Jackson Lewis. Looks like he has completed his lap as well. I think everybody's about done. We got 30 seconds left, and we are getting ready to line up for the first of 2 heat races. Remember, heat races are no cautions. Caution laps do not count. 2 of them. That will set the field. So what they're doing is they're qualifying for their position in the heat race, and then they will set the field according to how the heat races finish, the inside-outside rows for the first race and the second race. So we're getting ready to line up right now. We'll tell you who is in this first race. As we are starting to line up. So it looks like it's Darling. I'm going to say it's Saukup. Sukup? Sukup. I'm going to say Sukup. If that's not right, let me know. Papanow, Beasley, Harrelson, Parmalee, Payne, Cottle, Lewis, Hahn, Gates, Loritz, Demeester, and Cox. That is your first race lineup. Not in, let's see. I believe this is not sure who our shotgun guy is. Get back up front before we go green. Not very many camera angles here for the director to give you, but we'll give you the best we can. Getting ready to go green. It's Darling, Brinkley, Lewis. Actually, Darling, Saukup, Papanow, and Beasley getting ready to go for the first of 2 heat races. Green flag. 10 laps to decide half of the fields line up for the feature. Oh, Saukup loses it off of 4, recovers it. I don't think hits the wall, but it does bring out the caution. And we only got 1 lap completed under that one. So unfortunately, he goes all the way back from P2 back to 14th spot. I want to say hello and thanks for all those watching from home on the stream. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat here. You like to have conversations. As Travis recovers here. Go back up to her leader. For some reason, Beasley and Cox did not grid on this one. So Drew Cox, Jamie Beasley, we saw them both. We saw definitely Beasley in practice. There might be a penalty EOL there. I'm not sure. Can't answer that one. So if there is, that could explain why. There is normally a method to everyone's madness. It's okay. Darling continuing to rock the good luck of the green car. I have been asked time and time again, what is it against me and green cars? Just go look up the green car superstition on Google. It's a thing. One lap to green here. Check out Papanow and his new livery for tonight. It's kind of silver, and now under the lights, spec map has kind of given it a light blue, almost kind of a player's blue in IndyCar speak here. Not sure what's going on with Seth Harrelson. We'll have to make sure that we're loading everything correctly in Trading Paints, but here we go. Resuming back to green, 9 to go. I guess Harrelson's rocking the kit scheme here. Everything but the flashing light. Ah, there we go. 80s theme night. Super late model series. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to see like 8 General Lees. And there'll be one car that's like dressed up as the A-Team van. 6 to go, and there's your leader. We'll go back a little bit more in the field. There's Eric with Seth right behind him, and we are caution. And I believe we're looking at Leo Loritz here, had some sort of incident. Let's go back into the DeLorean from the 80s. There we go. Had a little help from, well, not really. Not really. I think Gates was wrong place, wrong time there. I think Lawrence was getting a little loose off of 2. A little damage there to the left front. The crew will get that taken care of. He is sporting that Luke Transport sponsorship that he's been with all year. Let's bring us back to live TV. Let's go look through this field again. Here's John the Meester and that Toyota throwback that he's been rocking all season. Jackson Lewis and the also the kit, number 7. Derek Gates. There's Leo as we're resetting the field here. There's the jet, and as I said, there is a very jet scheme there with the Flying Tiger, or Flying Tigers scheme. I wonder, I still think that the Air Force, or the Army, I think, I'll have to look at who flies the A-10 still, but I should know that. They still rock the Shark scheme on the front. There's Josh Cottle, winner of a couple of events this year. Andrew Payne, oh, so close to a couple of winning events this year. Daniel Parmalee, good showing tonight so far. We still have 6 laps to go in this particular heat race. Here's Harrelson again. Double checking Trading Paints. We are working. We are running. And we are getting ready to go green. So let's get back up to our leader as he assumes command of the field. Green flag. It's Darling, Papineau, Harrison, Parmalee, and Payne in the 1. Still side by side to determine who's going to lead that first lap. And across is Papineau. Check out this side-by-side battle here with Harrelson and Parmalee. 4 laps to go. Talk about the meat in a sandwich. Holy cow. Great car control by all these guys right here. It's so easy just to lose a little control, nudge someone, and now you got another yellow going on. Great job. Brett's looking for a way by, not being able to find it. He might have to settle in. Looks like we might have a little scuff against the wall by one of the cars. The outside line is not moving this point in the race. Let's get back up front as we're getting ready to complete the final lap. Eric Papineau will win heat race 1. Good job on him. And we are lining up for heat race number 2. Look at all those flash bulbs. Who uses flash bulbs in 2021? Here's someone playing with the throttle a little bit, ready to go. Might as well burn off that fuel. That's right. You lean on into that thing, man. I'm not sure who it is. Outside line moving, inside line outside line not quite ready, inside line moving. As we are getting ready to go to green here. This is a 1/4 of a mile oval. I believe we are banked at 17 degrees on both ends. We could stick with this view here to get a better view of the entire field. This camera angle, the directors were saying we're given a little some issues not too long ago. So we'll see if it sticks with us. So let's look at this field. It is Gandy is on the pole. We have Blake Lothian, Mike Witt, David Payton, Nathan Goot, Nick Fleury, Tim Rogers, Dylan Casanova, or Kenova. Maybe he is a Casanova. But we're going green. They're keeping it on the low. Gandy gets a little loose off of 2. We're going 3 wide into 3. Let's watch it here. Let's watch it here. Mike Witt, ping. They're going. And is that going to be a yellow? That is no yellow. We are going. That little incident there involving Tim Rogers. Blake Lothian is currently your leader in the 9.23. Skip Gandy has recovered, caught back up here on the bottom line. Now can he find the way around? 8 laps to go, 7 laps to go. Nick Fleury. Oh, Nick Fleury gives a little, oh no, we get a double, we got Gandy getting spun around, and it looks like maybe the 70 made some contact with him as well. And I wonder, no, actually that would have been the 26 with a little contact with him as well from this angle. Let's get a little bit more closer to the action, shall we? There we go. I don't know if that's going to be an EOL from race control on Fleury or not. We can go back and look at that real quick while we're under caution. These cautions kind of take a while. Let's see if we can get a better angle. There we go. That's a slightly better angle. Oh, tough call on that one. Tough call on that one. I don't know. And that Tag Array sponsorship, I don't know. That's already a tough start to the night after a positive start to after a positive start to the night. Tonight's gone a little bit downhill for Gandy, but still a long way to go. He's in the pits here getting some damage taken care of. Let me go back up to the front. There is Blake, and I believe Nick did get the EOL, unfortunately. But Nick is good enough that if he needs to come from deep in the field during the feature, he is fully capable of doing it. And Nick is racing for the factory GM team in the TI IndyCar Racing Series. New sponsorship there. I'm not seeing every paint that's out there, so we might have to take a look at trading paints. We'll do a reset here during the 5-minute practice, but we are back underway. Blake and Dylan are currently side by side, trying to get an edge there. Dylan just scoots out ahead and clears the bumper, gets the lead. We are now 5 laps to go, and Mike Witt is around. Oh, And, well, what happens when you go back to the end of the field? Sometimes you get caught in some of those incidents. And it looks like Nick Fleury got a little contact there post-wreck with Mike Witt. Take a look at the 41 there. It's Josh Kosick. He has now moved his way up to P3. He is the fastest man on the track right now at a 14.285. He is the purple lap of this session. So Dylan Canova is your leader in the 70. Blake Lothian is P2. Josh Kosick, P3. David Payton, P4. David normally rocking a, I think the best, or the, not Best Buy, it looks like Best Buy. Luke Oil, and I believe that's what makes me think that we're just not loading trading paints correctly, so we'll get that taken care of. He'll be doing the fixed Indy 500 this weekend along with several hundred other drivers, including myself and very many others in the IndyCar community that I run with. Good luck to all you guys. Yellows are lasting forever. If this is an indication of the race, the leader is going to be wanting yellow after yellow because they'll just be sitting here, not iRacing, but yep, iPacing. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of paint jobs with their clubs on them still. And that's normally a sign that trading paints is not playing well with others. I think we're going to go single file here. And now we go. Dylan Canova assumes the lead. And the green flag. 5 laps to go. Now 4 laps to go of this series. Second heat race. Yeah, Blaze and Peyton. There's a battle there. Blaze looks like a little scuffed up on the inside. Tim Rogers looks like he's making a bit of a comeback after that looks like first lap, fourth turn bit there that happened. Back in the familiar Pilot Travel Center, number 21. Of course, that might change as soon as Trading Paints reloads. Get back up front. And Dylan Canova wins heat race number 2. Well, folks, I do not have an update in points for you this week. So we're just going to kind of wing it and go kind of informally there. I do have the schedule that we can show you. Here is the remaining schedule for the American Sim Racing Club presented by Luke Oil and their Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series. We are just past the halfway. Right here to May 12th to Southern National, where we'll have a 150 lap feature tonight. Then we will take the week off. And I'll tell you about my week off. Maybe you can join me. But during the week off, everyone can rest and relax. Then they'll come back the 26th to North Wilkesboro for 150 laps. Then they'll go on to the high banks and the bright lights of Bristol Motor Speedway, where actually we did our very first race with the American Sim Racing Club when they had an exhibition recruitment race at Bristol just before the start of the season. They'll be returning there for the second time, but this time for points, for keeps. And then on to Langley Speedway for 175 laps, bit of a shorter race there. Then they're going to go to Lime Rock Park. Lime Rock is definitely 100% on the schedule. I've been told that that's not going to come off. There was some talk about maybe the road courses and the new super late modeled car that they came out with iRacing might not be road course friendly, but my understanding is it's very road course friendly, so that's going to be interesting to see. And that'll be 35 laps, and that might actually go by somewhat quick because we're not going to be yellow any yellows in that one, or just be local yellows more than likely. And then we'll finish it in the end of June with a nice long race at the fairgrounds in Nashville. As you see here, about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the session. As you see, we have Brett Hahn back at the top of the timesheets, followed by Cottle, Payne, Darling, Kosick, Sukup, Parmalee, Gandy, and Papineau, and Rogers. GTO's times 14:085 for Hahn. Cottle 14:1, Payne 14:2, Darling 14:2. Everybody in the top 14 under 15 seconds. That speed translate, really only have two in the 90 mile per hour bracket. That's Hahn and Brinkley. Got a minute and a half or so left in this session. Coming right at you, Andrew Payne. Hey, one thing's for sure, we don't have the points, but pretty sure this is your points leader. Just flew by you. Great work on that scheme, whoever did that for him. Good job. Like all the rivets and everything. And that concludes the session. It's Hahn, Cottle, Brinkley, Payne, Darling, Kosick, Sukup, Rogers, Parmalee, Harrelson are your top 10. And we're lining up for real now, folks. Tonight's feature. I don't think this will load correctly again. I think it had to do with heat racing. Yeah, it only looks back at the last. Try it again here. Yeah, it doesn't. It only looks at the last. report that one. The grid does not work, and it's been like this all season. So it's Papinel, Canova, Darling, Kosick, Parmalee, Lothian, Cottle, Brinkley, Harrelson, Peyton, Payne, Rogers, Lewis, both Hans in 14th and 15th. Pruitt, Gates, Gandy, Sukup, Flurry, Loritz, Gut. It's Gut or Gut? I'm thinking German there. Gut. Demeester, Witt, Beasley. Not lining up, of course, is the admin number 1, Tanner Tellerico, and Drew Cox not lining up tonight. Let's get back up front to your leader. Give it a wide angle on this start with this big field here. Here we go. 25 cars ready to go tonight. Green flag in the air. It's Papinel, Canova, Darling, Kosick, Parmalee into 1. We are well underway. Getting ready to complete lap 1 of 150 as these guys try to get sorted. And that is Josh Kosick getting loose off of turn 2. No, looks like just a little loose, coming off hard on the accelerator. So sorry about the pop. Trying to just mute my mic here. A little bit of a sniffle going on. Just, you don't need to hear any of that stuff in the background. No, it's not COVID. I got my shots. I'm good to go. So unfortunately, that drops Kosick, who had a nice start all the way back to the end of the field. That's a drop of 21 spots. Costly, but early. And it's okay. Let's go back up to the front here. Eric Papinel, the man who's only made 1 pit stop in the last 3 races. He's like this league's Ric Flair. He can fight all night long. 60-minute man. Six of 150, and that's kind of what I was afraid of. When these things go yellow, we're going to be in a session of all eye pacing. That's what the leader definitely is going to like. As we are getting ready to go green, race control is going to have them go 2 abreast here on the restart. Tail end of the field is rushing to catch up. Careful, guys. Watch the gap. Getting ready to go green. Field's under command of Papinel. Green flag. Papinel, Canova, Darling, Lothian, Brinkley into 1. Group Parmalee, Harrelson, Cottle, Payne, and Peyton in hot pursuit. We got a car already up into the wall. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. That was Dylan Canova. We just drive in there too hard and not stick. Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going to happen. I think that is a possible equipment failure. The wheel, VR, something blanked out where he just went for the brake and it went straight and luckily did not hit the wall. I do not think that had anything to do with the car not sticking. I think that's more of of an iRacing equipment thing. So he's going to get the wave around, hopefully, here, and not be stuck at the end of the lead lap. And that's Dylan Canova. And dare I say it, Obi-Wan Canova? I don't know. He's probably heard that before. I'm going to try to give some people nicknames here that are pretty cool. Like Josh Full Send Cottle right there. I mean, he earned that one by full sending it there into that turn at Concord and making it stick. Not only making it stick, but pulling out the dub. And gets the wave around. Got to hustle up here. Getting ready to go green. Race control brings it back to 2 abreast start here. Eric Pappenhau's pretty much led them all. And it's been a little bit of stop and go. Let's get a long green session here. Flags in the air. Green flag. And we're back underway. Kind of just settling down. Even me here in the booth, I'm just trying to settle down, get everybody in line. There we go. First 3 now are in line. First 4 are in line now, kind of trying to break away. We are now side by side back here with Harrelson and Parmalee. There's Harrelson as the trading paints issues now solved. He's in his familiar livery. No longer disguised as Kit. Blake, though, not quite cleared. Top 3 are kind of starting to pull away a little bit. Let's get closer to ground level, shall we? Let's take a look at this battle between P2 and P3. Although this battle between P4 and 5 is pretty thick too. Oh, Harrelson rubs up against the wall. Not going to cost him a lot of time. Payne trying to make it work on the outside lane, and he's going to pull that one off. And look who's right behind him, folks. Here's our points leader, the Jet. Like some more sparks flying there. Whoa, caution in the air. And I believe Travis Sukup was involved in this one. Let's go back in time a little bit and see what happened. Oh, that is a little incident between Travis and last week's winner, Action Jackson. Let's get a different view on this one here, shall we? Here we go. See what we got here. Oh! Jackson just gets loose off of... Oh! And he comes back up off the... Oh! Oh, hold the brake, man. Hold the brake. And comes back off the wall and collects a couple extra folks. That is unfortunate. But it took out... we got a number of guys that got damaged. The Meester, I think, got the least of it. I think he managed to stop before getting collected. But there was a number... And... Jackson is not moving. Get back to live TV here. And we have towed back to the pits. So, not good for last week's winner, who was already in the back due to the shotgun rule. He is a shotgun driver. This is not a good start. Long race to go here, but unfortunately it looks like he's going to go down a couple of laps. See who might have been all involved in that one. There's Demeester. We had... and we're getting ready to go green, so we get back up to the front where it's more important here. Because we're getting ready to go green, we got to watch the leaders. Rule 1 of broadcasting, there's many rules of broadcasting. Don't miss the drop of the green flag with the leader. That's kind of one of them. And there we go. Pappenau's led them all. We're 25 of 150. Hey, check it out. This Blaze Brinkley is all over his back end. A little bit of an incident with Parmalee there, getting back underway. Oh! A little bit of a check to Witt. I think both these guys are not good. Yeah. I didn't think either one of them were going to give each other much room there. That was a bit of a signal. Accidental or not. Here's David Payton looking for the low side underneath Parmalee. Trying to get by. Drives it in a little bit deeper into turn 3. Gets side by side. Looks like he should be able to pull this one off by the time they reach turn 2. There it is. Here comes Richard Pruitt. Get up front. We got a new leader. Blaze Brinkley. If I'm saying your name wrong, you got a new nickname there, buddy. Just need some red striping on that one. Some flames. Let's check some gaps here. Actually, let's check the gap back from the leader. Caution, caution, caution. Oh, and it's Demeester. After dodging the last one, unfortunately gets caught up in this one. That front end's not looking too healthy. Oh, wow. Let's see what the 5 gets into the wall there. That's Nathan Goot. Recovers. Oh, gets pinched and rolled. Judge's decision. If we had any people in chat, I'll tell you to rate that one. Now it looks like the East Germans are going to not give a good score once again. So the Ivan Stewart paint job all muffed up. I'll send him to the back of the field and probably get some extended time on pit road to repair some of the damage. These things are really built like tanks, though. Remember, these guys all have one set of tires in the pits they can use at some point during this race. These tires have been known to go the full distance, either 125 or 150 laps. Oh, I don't think we have. I have to go look at the schedule. Let's see. Do we have someone that went a full 150? 175. Yeah, I think Pappenau went 175 laps at Lanier with his set of tires, so they're known to go. He's sporting the Playboy bunny on the front of his hood there. I don't know. Speaking of Ric Flair, styling and profiling. Kissing the girls and making them cry. GHG Go Wraps. Okay, so that's the sponsor. Well, check them out, folks. Can they do Indy cars? Let me know if you can do Indy cars. Always looking for new paint jobs in my Indy cars. So we're getting ready to go green. Gets a good jump. Brinkley, Pappenau, Darling, Payne, and Hahn in the 1. The Jet is wasting no time. Let's go back there and take a look at our points leader right next to Harrelson. following him up, right up to the lineup. Is if you see Brett Hahn, you don't look too far behind. There's Josh Cottle. It's like Brett Hahn is the fullback and Cottle is the running back. Just follow the blocker. Hey, let's go back here to P11 for a quick shout out. Oh, 3 wide. Good time we caught that one. Josh Kosick at a 41. He is purple, 14.363. And he is all over the back end of Blake, and I think he's going to get by. This, we're going to watch this one. This is, looks like the teammate of your leader. They have the same sponsor. And I think we're going to keep an eye on this guy right here. He is making things look easy. He's down low in a turn 3, and now he's on the back end of Cottle. They're starting to get on a bit of a rhythm here on this run. Oh, Cottle kicks up a little bit going into 1, leaves the bottom open. Kosick didn't quite take it. Sparks flying there on the backstretch wall. Like Chuck Darling got caught on the outside, managed to get it back down in line. We're pretty much single file for the most part. Oh, looks like Darling hit the wall a little bit. We're pretty much single file all the way around except for right here in this battle. They're at Gates side by side a little bit further back in the field. That looks like a Skip Gandy. So now we got a battle between Cottle and Harrelson, and our fast man on the track, Kosick, is right behind him. He's just going to follow probably Cottle right on through. Oh, Cottle and Harrelson were really close coming off of 4 right there, not giving each other a lot of room. Always beware of netcode, even though that they're both probably in the United States and a North American users. You always got to beware of netcode. You want to race each other, buddy. You want to race everybody close and hard, but when netcode kicks over, doesn't matter. Cottle pulls it off, and now it's between Harrelson and Kosick, the fastest man on the track at the moment. Oh, saw some sparks fly a little bit further on back. Gonna watch this battle a little bit longer, and then we'll go through the field. Get a chance to look at everybody, see how they're doing. Yeah, and sparks flying there on the front stretch. His cars are, looks like that, just kicking that bumper out as they're making that turn into turns 1 and 3. Just kind of kick it out, grab a little bit of that back stretch, front stretch wall. I think Cottle might. No, Cottle's going to get underneath Darling here. I was going to say Cottle might give him a little bit of the bumper, right? But Darling's going to looking like he knows it's coming. He's going to get up out of the way. They're going to make him earn the position, though. A little side-by-side action. This is a fight for 5th place. The Meester, whoa, whoa, oh, slow traffic, it looks like, and got him made a little bit of a check on Kosick. He recovers, but now he's dropping back into the grasp of Harrelson. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that. I'm sure that didn't mean to happen, but you really hate to see that. Yeah, let's go back in time and watch that one real quick while we're under a long green run. So I think it really starts here with Darling, and yeah, he had a little bit of a checkup, and he really wasn't quite by Demeester. Demeester trying to stay out of the way. Little checkup, gets in front of him. Oh, little combination of unfortunate events happening all at the same time, but it looks like he's recovered. Again, these things are tanks, and they're trying to make that move on Darling once again, as Cottle has been side by side with him for pretty much for the last part of the last 8 laps or so. Underneath him here comes Kosick. He might not. Oh, Darling into the wall. That's going to slow him up, and it's going to allow Kosick to complete the pass, and it's going to put Harrelson in position to take a good look underneath. This is all a battle for 5th place. Oh, Payne a little into the wall in the backstretch. Up front, Blaze Brinkley, looks like we're lapping traffic. He's making his way past Leo Loritz, now setting sail for P20, Richard Pruitt. Just completed lap 65, starting 66. Let's take a look here at the whole field. This might be a good time to go through the field here. So we are now at lap 67. Your leader at lap 67 is Blaze Brinkley. P2 is Eric Papineau. And we're going to have a battle for P2 here real shortly, because Brett the Jet is underneath, and I think he's going to be able to pull this one off. Yeah. Papineau realizes long race. No. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Yellow flag. And I believe that's the reason of your yellow. Whoa. I don't think that really deserves to be a yellow. As several players in the back here are making their stops. Actually, Blaze Brinkley is coming in. No, he's not. That's, sorry, that's another driver. So 71 was on pit road. Yeah, Brett Hahn, I guess, that was him. He went to pit road. Did he change tires? Yeah, he did. While he was in there, he went ahead and changed tires. So now he's on freshies. So what we had is a little bit of fender rub. Papineau was very fair in that particular engagement. Did not keep the foot in it. Okay, we're Darling. Looks like everyone Darling on back is pitting for the most part. Looks like Papineau did not keep his foot into it, allowed Brett to recover. Brett recovered, but unfortunately dipped down into pit road, and that kicked off an automatic caution, it looks like. So you'd probably still be racing here if that was not the case, but that is the case. As Darling might be getting a little damage fixed there as well. Oh! So as I was getting ready to go through the field, we will do that again here in a little bit as the field gets situated. So we'll go through who pit and who has not pit yet. Looks like pretty much your top 12 have not pitted yet. Your top 12. Everybody from Andrew Payne on. Jamie Beasley has not pit. John the Meester has not pit. As well as Leo Loritz has also not pit. And the timing of scoring it is also starting to shake out here a little bit. So we'll get you updates as timing and scoring shakes out. Getting ready to go green. Your leader is still Blaze Brinkley, followed by Eric Papineau. That was a nice run, as we have actually now reached, what is this? As we are at the halfway point. stretched. Come on now. Yeah, if I say W, that's just my Hoosier all of a sudden coming out. So it's Blaze Brinkley, Papinow, Kosick, Cottle, Gandy, Canova. He was recovered. Witt, Gates, Sukup, Pruitt, and Hahn are back there. This is all the top 12. They're kind of all changing here because of they're lined up in and 2x2. Green flag in the air, and we're back underway at lap 77. Your first car with freshies, and we are already cautioned. Eric Hahn. Not sure what happened here. Let's go back in time just a little bit. Oh, another roll. I wonder what the Russians will rate on this one. Boom! Oh, he didn't complete a full roll. Okay, so the Russians are not going to like that one at all. Actually, the Soviets. And the Czechs didn't like it either. What's up with their bias? I don't know. When he's back in to get looked at, we'll get back to live coverage as he's getting some extended work done. Dylan Canova also comes in, followed by Josh Kosick. So now your top 6 have not pitted. And we are watching Josh Kosick. I believe this is his first race with the series. If so, welcome. Leaving an indelible mark already in this race with a purple lap of a 14.363. Resuming the lead is the man whose tires know no limits. LibertyLive.Church sponsorship on the side there. Here we go. Everybody's lining on up here to get restarted here to start lap 83. You know, got a good restart there. Travis Sukup. Oh, look at the outside. Andrew Payne going into turn 4. He has the run on P. He got 5th place. He now has a run on 4th place. He's pulled that off. Well, that is an all-out move. Full send right there as we are now 3 wide back into turn 3, a little bit further on back. Come on, guys. Keep her steady. They're getting a little bunched up there mid-pack. Yeah, Payne with a great restart there. Built up some momentum, was able to... oh, Tim Rogers. No yellow. Oh, as we're just collecting guys after guy. I believe he might have collected Kosick as there. Again. Rogers coming to the pits, though. That's unfortunate. And I'm sure he's not happy. Back up front there. And we are now yellow. Oh, and the IndyCar themed livery. That's not cool. What happened there? Oh. Oh, uh-oh. Josh Cottle said hello. I'm not sure what that stems from or not. I don't know if that's going to impact Cottle or not. That's a long way to go to the back, though. So during all of that action, and we'll go back to the wide angle here to get everybody as they're going around the track. Andrew Payne is now assumed the lead, and guess what, guys? All that action and those couple of yellows, everyone's pitted for the most part. The only one that hasn't pit right now is up here, is Richard Pruitt. Racing Wednesday nights. That's it. That's what you're watching right here. It's the American Sim Racing Club by Lukoil and their Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series. Every Wednesday night, except next Wednesday. We're going to be off there. And the next couple Wednesdays after that. Blaze was dropping back there. Wonder why. Oh, and Cottle is got the EOL. Oh, my goodness. That is... He's kind of running out of time, actually, folks. We're coming up to the 100 lap mark, so he's going to want to move. Looks like Brett the Jet also, for some reason, is also allowing him by. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And he just goes to the end of the line for those on the lead lap. So he's only going back to 14th. Top 14 are on the same lap. Currently, first car a lap down is Nick Fleury. There he is. Currently, we're 3 wide, like to start at Indy 500 for some reason. Papanow did stop. He did stop, huh? Okay, so... with 89 on that set of tires. And we're back up front. So it is Payne. All that shakeup, it is Payne, Witt, Payton, Canova, Pruitt, DeMeester, Gates, and Papanow, Gandy, and Kosick. And we are yellow again. Yeah, I don't think... showing might be DeMeester here. And I think that might be a scoring issue. I don't think, and I'm not really sure where that caution came from. So let's. Oh, there they are on the backstretch. Okay, so let's go back in time a little bit here. It is not DeMeester. Okay, so it's going to start with Parmalee. Not sure what happened there. Oh, Leo Loritz. Oh. And then all of a sudden, popping in and out takes over. Leo Loritz, gone. Boom. See ya. He disappeared. I don't know if they reached incident limit. But that is an insta pop. Wow. Yeah, that's an out. I am showing him currently as out. That might be a DQ. I'm not sure. But everyone is recovered. And let's bring you back to live TV here. Let's get back up a little bit high again as the field sort of situates itself here shortly before going green again. I'd like to go through the field here and take a look at everybody. Show you these paint jobs and get some of these sponsors some airtime. We want to thank them for their patronage and supporting the American Sim Racing Club and the Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series. We're going to go green, single file. Oh, looking on the outside of Witt. Dylan Canova, recovering from what might have been an equipment failure, is now pushing his way up to P2. Right behind him is David Payton. Oh, Witt into the wall. Grinds it like Tony Hawk. Oh, Payton around. Payton around. And everybody misses him, but what happened there? Dylan underneath them, and he, uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. That seems racing to me, but we'll let race control make a call on that. If we see Dylan Canova make the long trip back to, I guess now it's 13th place. As the last car in the lead lap. I don't know what race control is going to rule on that one. Keeping an eye here on the leader. Let's see that we're going to keep him as our leader. Mike Witt back up to P2. 100 and actually Payne there checking in on pit road. Get some damage looked at. 108 laps now, 150 done. It's Canova, Witt, Payton, Gandy, Gates, Papanow, Lothian, Cottle, Pruitt, and Brett the Jet. Cottle is recovering from an EOL from a couple laps ago. He is already up to P8. Very quiet, a very quiet race for Gandy. Remember, it started off very well for him. Then his heat race, it all went south, and now I'm looking at that car, and it looks pretty spotless. But that is the we're going green. Yeah, that is the broadcaster's jinx right there. I think we lost our flags overlay there. That's okay. Why do we watch our leader here? This might be a good time to go through the field. Here is your leader with 113 of 150 laps complete, Dylan Canova. P2 is Mike Witt, who's been up there all night long. P3, David Payton, getting ready for that fixed Indy 500 this weekend. P4 is Skip Gandy, giving that new sponsor a good ride. Right behind him is his teammate, Eric Papanow. What's rule 1 of racing your teammate? Don't wreck them. What's rule 2? See rule 1. So these guys are definitely obeying the rules of being teammates. P6 a little bit further back, and it looks like he might be holding this group up, is Blake Lothian. Yeah, he's definitely holding this group up. They are starting to fall behind, and I think Brett's going to want to get by. Oh, into the wall a little bit. That's going to give Brett the opportunity to look underneath. And he is going to be able to pull that pass off. And now behind him is Brinkley. He's going to follow him right on through, and here comes Cottle. So right there, Blake is right in the middle of a 3 big gun sandwich. But there's Brett the Jet. There's Blaze Brinkley. Just got nudged the wall a little bit. He led for a good portion of the night. Josh Cottle recovering from an EOL. Derek Gates recovering from a little bit of a nudge there too, to be in P9 or P10. Here's Richard Pruitt, who I believe went the longest on that first set of tires. Actually, he's still on his first set of tires. Nope, no, he changed. Oh, we have a spinner there. That is Travis Sukup. I don't think we're going to go yellow, but he is going to go into the pits. He is traveling a little, and there's a caution. And Chuck Darling might have had an insta-tow too, so what will happen here? Okay, it's Beasley, Darling, little racing action side by side, and he starts to go, and he's like, you know what, I'm towing. And then that's when the yellow comes out. Maybe had enough. I don't. Maybe he also reached the incident limit, and that's the other thing that we kind of got to look out for. Is what are the incident limits, and sometimes. And sometimes they don't always tell you. So let's get the back to a camera angle here. See if we got a cockpit view of anybody. Yeah, there's our leader. We do want to go through the field, and we've been trying to do that the last couple of laps here. We got to give all these sponsors and teams their due. Here's Dylan, our leader. There's David Payton, Skip Gandy in P3, Eric, his teammate Eric Papanow in P4, Mike Witts falling back to P5, Brett Hahn is down in P6, Blaze Brinkley in P7, Blake Lothian is now in P8, Josh Cottle P9, Derek Gates, P10, Richard Pruitt, P11, Andrew Payne recovering for P12, Nick Fleury back on the lead lap in P13, Seth Harrelson back on the lead lap for P14, David Parmley, your first car 1 lap down, as I believe we're getting ready to go green. So let's get the camera back on to our leader. David Payton taking a look on the outside. 128, now 129, coming to 129 of 150, so this is rapidly closing down, getting to the witching hour. Let's zoom out, check out the action from above. And let's go back to watch this battle with Skip Gandy, as he is in full engagement there with a triple dogfight. Brett Hahn now moving up to 4th spot, aiming for that 3rd spot so he can talk to me tonight, hopefully. Oh, a little rubbing into the wall. That's going to keep Gandy within contention. Gandy pushes up a little bit. You can see him really turning into keeping him off Brett. He keeps it off of Brett. Good job by both of those guys. Right behind him is Blaze going, where is one of you guys going so I can follow you through? Let's quickly try to go through the rest of the field here. We went to Nick 30 and P13. Here's Seth Harrelson, P14. There's Parmalee, like I said, first lap down. Beasley, car second lap down. Both these cars are 1 lap down. DeMeester, 2 laps down. Nathan Goot, and a bit of a struggling, learning opportunity maybe tonight for him. That's all right. Everybody has a place to start. Trust me, I've been there. Currently P18, 4 laps down. And Eric Hahn, P19, 8 laps down. Also on the track still and just making up some laps. And he might be able to make up some positions here very shortly. Tim Rogers, he might be able to pass up. See, he is 11 laps down from Chuck Darling. And after that, Travis Sukup, so he might be able to make up those positions. Let's get back up to the front, though. And Dylan Canova, this could be, I don't want to jinx it here. I don't want to jinx it, but this could be the 3rd consecutive week that we've had a new winner and not a series regular. Although Jackson Lewis is now a series regular. Unfortunately, had a bit of an off night. I've been there. That was me at Texas Motor Speedway on Saturday night. 3 laps in, and some guy hip checks me into the quad oval wall there. Indy cars don't like getting hip checked very much. Nope. So I spent 7 laps in the pit getting repaired. Came back to finish 12th, but I didn't pass a single car in the racetrack. But hey, those were the easiest passes I made all day. I went from 26 to 12, so I'm not going to complain about that. Thing with IndyCar races, they tend to be high attrition because they're just not tanks like these guys. These guys can bounce off a wall and keep on going. And some of the things they like about stock car racing is that they can take a beating and keep on, running, or take a beating and keep on ticking, as they like to say with Timex. That might be too old for a lot of people. I want to watch this battle right here. Oh, Blaze gets a little cockeyed in the back. He is now back under power, but he's side by side with our point leader, Brett Hahn. Brett's going to have to make a decision here at this point in the race with 6 laps to go. Do I give it up and preserve the points, or do I push the issue? The smart thing to do might be to preserve what you got. 5 laps to go. Dylan Canova coming up to a lap traffic of Nathan Goot. Nathan has given him plenty of room on the high side. Dylan Canova coming to 3 to go. And they are side by side for P3 right now, as Blaze Brinkley is back there. We'll make sure that if he does get P3, we'll ask him, how do you say the name, man? I hope it's Blaze, because I don't want to say it's Blase or anything like that. David Payton hanging on for P2. Come on, buddy, bring it home. White flag in the air. Nope, 2 laps to go. 2 laps. There we go. There's a final lap. White flag in the air. Coming around P3, turn 3 into turn 4. And his first start in the American Sim Racing Club Super Late Model Series by Frito-Lay. Your winner, Dylan Canova, followed by David Payton and Blaze Brinkley. Those are your top 3. And your purple lap for the night was Josh Kosick with a 14.363. I believe he might be a teammate of P3, so we will talk to him what happened to his teammate who was up there all night long. But let's take a look at the results, and then we'll get into the interviews of those on the podium. Your podium tonight is Dylan Canova in his first race in the series. David Payton, series regular, solid P2. That's going to help him in the points. Whatever the points are, we'll figure out that next week. Blaze Brinkley in his first race in the series, finishing P3. Eric Papanow, another strong finish, finishing P4. Brett the Jet recovers, decides that the discretion is a better part of valor, gets a top 5 nevertheless. He is more likely your continued point leader. He is in P5. Your top 10 is Skip Gandy with a solid run. Josh Cottle recovering from an EOL. P8 is Blake Lothian. Andrew Payne, unfortunately, a victim of another spin, but recovers to a top 10. And Mike Witt rounding out the top 10. Your top 15 is Derek Gates. Nick Fleury recovering from a lap down. Seth Harrison as well. Richard Pruitt and Daniel Parmalee. Your top 20, Jamie Beasley, John DeMeester, Nathan Goot, Eric Hahn, and Tim Rogers. Tim did make up a couple positions there at the end, like I figured he would. So that's how championships are won, or at least good finishes in the championship, is making up every single point. I call it the Al Unser Jr. approach. We'll talk about that in maybe another race. But then your top 20, Travis Sukup, Chuck Darling, Josh Kosick, Leo Loritz, Jackson Lewis, and, well, that's your admin, and I don't think Drew Cox lined up tonight. So let's hop into
channel switched.
Make sure we are live. Live as live could be. Let's bring in, can we find Blaze Brinkley? Here he is. This again. Let's do this again.
User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Brinkley, P3, congratulations, sir. Do you have me?
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, we will come back to him. Let's go to David Payton.
User was moved to your channel.
David Payton, my man, I've been wanting to talk to you all season long. Finally got a good finish, P2. Tell me all about it.
Hey, Gary. Yeah, same here, man. I've been waiting to try and get up here in the booth with you as well and talk to you. So it was kind of a nail biter. We had a lot of guys. We had a lot of guys with technical issues. Same thing that happened to me last week, where the screen just went black. I think like 2 or 3 of those cautions were those guys, and they were pretty stacked drivers. I think Jackson was one of them, and another one, and then a lot of guys got trapped a lap down with some confusing pit stops on a short track, and iRacing was kind of giving us some issues. And next thing you know, I'm up in the top 5, and I was just in a position to get a good finish, and I just tried to hold the bottom for the last 50 laps or whatever it was, and or 20, 25 laps. I was just holding the bottom and tried to not let anybody get underneath me, and it worked, and got a P2. So pretty good. I'm happy.
Well, yeah, you should be. It's like you've always been around the lead all season long. You've been in that top 10 for pretty much every race that I can think of, because your car is pretty familiar. It's easy to spot. So it's good to see you finally get that podium. Now, that gives you pretty good momentum heading into this weekend's fixed Indy 500s. I'm an IndyCar fan, so while I have you here, let's talk a little bit about the fixed Indy 500. Have you practiced yet? What times have you done? What's your outlook for this weekend's events?
So yeah, so the league that's doing it's called Dark Horse Racing League. It is being broadcasted, although I cannot remember the name of the broadcaster. I do a lot of racing with the IndyCar, like a ton. It's probably one of my better cars on the service in terms of my ability, and I'm really excited for it. But I know a lot of the guys are going to be in that field, and that's another super stacked field. So my plan is to I got to qualify here tonight. I got to post my times after we're done, and then try and settle into a race to the race on Saturday afternoon, and just see what I can do. I want to survive for most of it, and see if I wind up in a good spot at the end. It's something I always wanted to do in iRacing, was to compete in a full length Indy 500. I've never done it before, so I'm sort of kind of like a rookie to it. I'm just going to kind of go into it and turn the laps and see what happens. But the IndyCar and Indianapolis Motor Speedway is probably my favorite car track combination in the service, so I'm really excited about it. And we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to turn left and hope I'm there at the end.
So I believe that the best strategy in history is showing that this is the best strategy. And I tend to follow it if I don't get taken out by somebody thinking that it's Mario Kart and trying to take the lead 3 wide going into turn 3 on lap 3 or something like that. Is the Rick Mears approach. I don't know if you're familiar with Rick Mears or the Rick Mears approach, but it's basically use 75% of the race to get yourself in the position for the last 25% and then be there at the end. And obviously the man has 4 wins at the Indy 500, so it can't be a strategy that's all too bad. So that's a good one for you. That's one I like to follow, is just hang around, and be there at the end. So good luck. Hopefully we can get in the practice together and do some laps. That'll be fun. But P2 tonight, anybody you'd like to shout out to before I let you go?
Yeah, for sure. So got to thank our league sponsors, Luke Oil, Frito-Lay, for both of those companies stepping up and giving us the ability to have the races broadcasted, which is always something that's a big bonus for the league members and their friends and family and stuff. So thank you to those guys. Thanks to you, Gary, for putting up with our racing every Wednesday night. I know some of these nights can get long, and you hang in there. And so thanks for all the work you do. I got to do a shout out to my future wife, getting married in October this year, Natalie. She's always behind me in all my little hobbies and endeavors. So it's the women that are behind us sim racers that put up with our goofy hobby that lets us, do what we do. So thank you to her.
Well, I've seen her picture on Facebook, and from everything you tell me and just said, and from looking at her picture, you outkicked your coverage, sir. So congrats.
Oh yeah, way out of my league.
Well, lucky all around. So P2 tonight, great finish, and good luck on the Indy 500s this weekend. And we will see you. Well, we got the week off, and then we're going to North Wilkesboro, so we'll see you there.
Hopefully I get to talk to you again, Gary. Thank you.
You got it.
Channel moved.
All right, let's see if we can find Dylan.
Error. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Dillon, P1 in your first race in the series. Hey, man, you got to tell us all about it. You almost made it look easy. You came back from, I don't know what happened. I'm going to guess it might have been an equipment issue. And you came back from the back. You came back up to the front. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was the first or second. I think it was the first restart. My VR went black when we entered turn 1. So by the time I came back up, I was thankfully stopped up against the wall and didn't take anybody with me. But I mean, it was real fun out there. It definitely got tight on the long run, made it hard to get around somebody, and I just found it easiest just to get around guys on the outside, which is kind of how I worked my way back up to the field. Had a couple issues with the VR headset going black. I think I climbed the pit wall under one caution, so gotta get that figured out. But it was fun.
You know what? I'm hearing from when I was talking with P2 David Payton that there might have been a number of equipment failures tonight. I don't know if the service is being particularly hit hard. I know the fixed Indy 500 is coming up this weekend, so we got a lot of people on the service that normally aren't here that are doing some quals and practice for that. I was having issues tonight getting on. I was having some sort of stuttering. Normally, I rarely have that, and so I just was guessing when I saw you kind of all of a sudden shoot to the top and stop. I'm like, okay, that's probably some type of equipment failure. I've seen that before, so that sucks. But man, really being able to recover and hopefully you could diagnose those issues. I'm thinking it's just a service, and hopefully it's no more than that. But you're able to recover, get a P1 in your first race. Next question is, will we see you in the remainder of the series? I know we got we're past the halfway point, so there's probably not a chance for you in the championship, but definitely some chance for you to definitely put a good stamp on this season to go into another season if you wish to participate.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make it out here for, I don't know if I'll make all the races, but most of them. I finally was able to get out here, had some internet issues last week, and had some equipment issues the week before, so it's nice to finally be able to get out here, and it's definitely fun racing with these guys, so hopefully I can make, if not all of them, most of them.
Well, we look forward to having you again. Congrats on the P1. While we have you here, anybody you'd like to shout out, say hi to?
Yeah, I got to give a shout out for Rocket Racing Setups. They helped me on the open side of things. All the guys back at Ramsey Cole Racing, they help me week in and week out on these and the trucks, and FSM Customs for coming on board, and just thank everybody for coming out and racing. It was a nice field of cars and everybody watching.
All right, well, we are off next week, and then it's on to North Wilkesboro. We hope to see you there. So far, 1 for 1, perfect record, batting 1,000 in the American Sim Racing Club. Congratulations.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And let's see if we can get P3 back in here one more time before we wrap up for the night.
User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Brinkley, you got your ears on.
Yes.
So first of all, I want to make sure I was saying your first name right. So go ahead and say it, and I want to see how close I was.
Blaze.
All right, we were on it all the way. We were calling you Blaze from the start. So, man, that's a big plus for us because normally we butcher names. But congratulations on the P3 in your first start in the series. Tell us all about it.
I'm kind of disappointed. I really feel like I had speed to win. Just the pit stop got me, got trapped a lap down, and it took me too much time to get back to the front.
Yeah, we were following you. You were in a real heavy engagement with some guys in that mid-top 10 for a while. We were following you, and you were by far one of the fastest guys. So that's unfortunate to get the lap down, but you got the lap back, and you charged back to a P3. I'm willing to bet that Eric Papanow and P4 would probably trade position with you in a heartbeat. But congratulations. Next week, we got an off week. Are we going to see you again for the remainder of the season, possibly starting at North Wilkesboro in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so. I like this league. It's run pretty well. It's a good group of guys. So, yeah, I'll be back.
Well, we look forward to it, and hopefully maybe another podium finish is in your future. Before we let you go, anybody like to say hi to, shout out to before we wrap up for the night?
Yeah, JHGD Wraps always keeps my cars looking good, so big thanks to him.
Is the 41 your teammate?
Yes.
So what? Before we let you go, he had the purple lap, and he was among one of the fastest. He had a 14.393. What happened there? Was that an equipment issue, or did he reach an incident limit?
His pedals have been sticking a lot, so I really don't know.
That's unfortunate. I thought you guys might be teammates since you had the same sponsor, and I just wanted to get the inside scoop of possibly what happened there because he was among the leaders, and all of a sudden just kind of gone. And I knew it was probably a no fault to it, a wreck or anything. It was either a DQ due to incidents or some type of equipment issue. So hopefully he gets that resolved for 2 weeks from now in North Wilkesboro. We see both of you there. So congrats on the P3, and we'll see you here in a couple weeks.
All right, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And there you have it. There's your podium. So once again, tonight, before we let you go, your top 3, Dylan Canova, David Payton, Blaze Brinkley, Eric Papanow, Brett Hahn make up your top 5. Skip Gandy, Josh Cottle, Blake Lothian, Andrew Payne and Mike Witt, your top 10. Derek Gates, Nick Fleury, Seth Harrelson, Richard Pruitt, Daniel Parmalee is your top 15. Your top 20 is Jamin Beasley, John DeMeester, Nathan Goot, Eric Hahn, Tim Rogers. Your top 25 is Travis Sukup, Chuck Darling, John Kosick, Leo Loritz, and Jackson Lewis. And, well, their last 2 is Drew Coxon to take the start, and Tanner is, of course, your admin. So he'll always gets credits for some. I wonder if he collects the points for that. Do you get the points for that? Gotta give the admin a little grief. We'll get him back up here in the booth here sometime soon. So that is it from North Carolina here at Southern National Speedway. We just did a feature race where we had 2 new guys finish on the podium and a regular finish P2. Again, this is race versus coverage of the American Sim Racing Club's Frito-Lay Super Late Model Series. We want you to follow Raceverse on YouTube, and also follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. Share, like, subscribe. Also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Catch us in 2 weeks as we go to North Wilkesboro. We'll be involved in another probably classic feature race that's the same length as we had the night. Looking forward to that. But we get the week off. Maybe check me out here next Wednesday on another network. I'll post some links here on Facebook in the Facebook group for the league. I'll be racing a multi-class IndyCar race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hey, give me a follow and give me a like, because I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So thanks for bringing me into your home for tonight. So again, that's it here from Southern National. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you here in 2 weeks at North Wilkesboro. Good night.